What's up, guys? Moonfeather here. It is September 7th, and I'm looking at the clock. It's 10:10, and the downloads have been so crazy. Now, what I want to share with you is just some insight on the way Spirit talks to me, shows me particular things. I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything, so this is just for educational purposes only. So ever since your boy Elon Musk launched his supercomputer, which is called xAI, which is crazy about X's and he's crazy about AI, right? And I'll show you a little bit more on that later on. So something stuck out and Spirit was like, you got to look deeper. I'm like, okay, bet. What are we looking at? So I was like, okay, let's do some numerology, let's do some astrology. And I found out that Elon is a life path number 7, which is loner. They suck at relationships, which, by the way, your boy has 12 kids, has 2 divorces, but they are extremely, extremely intelligent, like super geniuses, right? Okay, and he was born in the year of the pig. And I was like, okay, I'm going to show you how that ties in with the download as well. But anyway, if, he was estimated at $252.7 billion. So if you just keep the decimal and you add the 252, you get 9.7. Now, the reason why I say that is because this number is already showing up. Now in Gematria, these are only 3 ciphers. But the 7, the 9, and the 3 really do stick out. Now, when I saw the article of him launching his supercomputer in Memphis, Memphis stuck out to me, which, by the way, his supercomputer is called Colossus. So have a ball with that, X-Men fans. So next question was, why Memphis and where in Memphis? And with a little bit of homework, I found out. So they're going to repurpose an Electrolux plant in South Memphis that it could be up and running for 2025, which adds up to 9. And next year he'll be 54, which adds up to 9 as well. And when I saw it where it's located on the map, I said, oh, look how sweet. It's right next to the Mississippi River. So I searched for the address of the plant and look at this on maps. It's already called xAI. The address 3231 adds up to the number 9. The zip code adds up to the number 3. And I just punched in xAI in Gematria. Simple Gematria, it comes out to 34, which is 7. These are all numbers that are relating to his name. But at the same time, when I look at xAI, I see Roman numerals. X has the value of 10. There's no value for A, so I just put the 0. And I is 1. So you have 10, 0, 1, which that's like computer language. So crazy, but let's keep it moving. Now we know that Memphis and South Memphis, Tennessee has a lot of history. MLK got shot there. You have the civil rights movement. You have the birth of the rhythm and blues, rock and roll. But what sticks out the most is the connection between Memphis, Tennessee and Memphis, Egypt. Check out this website, mywanderlustylife.com, on how they show the connections between Memphis, Tennessee, and Memphis, Egypt. It's wild, guys. Also, check out this article written by Tom Martini on the same type of connection. There's this map that he has on there, which is actually a fictional city map, but it combines the elements of Memphis, Tennessee and Memphis, Egypt. These are all pictures of actual sites in Memphis, Tennessee, with these pyramids and this crazy sphinx in the middle of a damn golf course. Now we know that Memphis, Egypt is considered to be a site very sacred to the gods. So not only was Memphis was the first capital of ancient Egypt, it was the most important city in Egypt, if not in the world. Now it's becoming more clear why Elon is strategically placing his supercomputer in this spot in Tennessee, because I just feel he's using this AI intelligence to tap into God's source. Now, if you look at these pictures, they're ancient structures next to the Nile River, aka Mississippi River. Now, don't they look a lot like industrial areas that we see in our own cities? Yeah, I thought so too. So when I saw that Sphinx in the middle of the golf course in Tennessee, tell me why that prompted me to ask, are there any sphinxes in Memphis, Egypt? And yes, they discovered two of them in 1912, but only one stuck out to me, which was the Alabaster Sphinx, which is actually located in the Raina Museum in Memphis, Egypt, which is believed to come from the 18th dynasty, which 1 plus 8 is 9. So now this is getting real interesting. I said, let me look at Memphis, Tennessee on a map, right? So it's smack dab right next to the Mississippi River, aka Nile River. So I was like, all right, let me look at Memphis, Egypt on a map. I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is on the opposite side. Let me give it a mirror effect. So boom, so it could line up along with Memphis, Tennessee. And there you go. So my inquiring mind wanted to know, hey, what's the distance between the city of Memphis and the new xAI facility? Well, wouldn't you know, it is 21 minutes or 12 miles south of Memphis. Wow. Do you want to guess what was my next question? What's 12 miles south of Memphis, Egypt? Mitzrayim. Yeah, where the Sphinx is. That's insane. And listen, if you made it this far into the video, you're probably asking yourself now, well, what's your point, Moonfeather? I don't think I'm necessarily making a point, but if I am, it's that numbers don't lie, energies don't lie, and there are no coincidences. And we have to admit that this guy Elon is playing a very significant role in this 3D as far as this matrix is concerned. And the insane superhuman ability to do what he does. Now, what was interesting to me is the year that he was born, the year of the pig. Now, when I think of pigs, besides thinking of bacon, I think of it on a real spiritual level. I'm drawn to the account in the Bible, on the book of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9, there goes that 9 again, of the man who was possessed by a legion of demons. And, you know, Jesus had sent those demons out of him into a herd of pigs, 2,000, jumped over a cliff, fell into a lake. They all drowned. That's spiritual as well. And I don't know too much about this man, but what common sense tells me is he had to have a superhuman ability to receive the download or receive those demons into his body, because according to Britannica, I looked up Britannica's definition of what legion is. It's 6,000 soldiers. That's 6,000 demons in his body at once, because this man was doing crazy superhuman things that people could not explain. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I saying, oh, that Elon Musk is possessed by demons. No. Elon Musk has an innate ability to do what he does. And it's very unique to him. A mastermind, if you will. Now, it is rumored that people believe that he is an archon in the flesh, or he works for the archons. I have no idea. But if he is or he does, it would explain a lot. One thing that I can show you that is a fact is that his name in gematria matches with "we are all clones." So go figure that one out. And what are clones if not synthetics? Which prompted me to another question I asked, because I've seen him in interviews before, and there's this particular mannerisms that he has that's indicative of him being autistic. So I did the search, and he is. He admitted to having Asperger's autism, and I recognize the pattern because my daughter has Asperger's autism. And one thing I learned about children who have autism, are extremely intelligent, and extremely talented. And even though I'm coming to a close, I couldn't help but to remember how there are particular synthetic characters in shows like Star Trek Next Generation, like Data, who is actually a hero to autistic people because he displays autistic behaviors. And if you saw the movie Alien Romulus, which was freaking awesome, the character or the synthetic Andy displayed a lot of autistic characteristics, which only denotes super hyper intelligence. But guys, thank you so much for watching, for hanging out with me. And guys, there's so much more meat to this, but that is like a 2+ hour lecture, which I actually welcome. But draw your own conclusions. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm gonna list a couple of reference links. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.